It has been 8 years since the discovery of a severed head in a wooded area of Beaver County. Now, the case made national and international headlines at the time. Investigators put together this model of the woman's head in hopes of identifying her.
But today, who she is and who put her there remains a mystery. Tonight, Target 11 investigator Rick Earl is examining one of the region's most baffling and bizarre unsolved cases.
This is a pristine, intact, embalmed head.
Was she murdered? Was someone messing around that's trying to, keep her preserved?
It was very strange and shocking.
It was December of 2014. A teenager walking home from school found the severed head of a woman in a wooded area about 30 feet off Mason Road in Economy Boro.
Somebody out there that had the assurance that their loved one, that they were laid to peace. That is not true.
It sent shockwaves through this normally quiet rural community.
Anything from a serial killer to, somebody chopping up bodies that have been embalmed, to this body trade thing, to a prank. We just had no idea.
We never seen anything like it.
At the morgue, forensic technician Tim Manzevich closely examined the head.
And her hair was perfectly done. We were impressed on how well preserved it was. We determined that it was embalmed. And then we started examining to see what clue can we get.
He found one clue he thought would crack the case: red rubber balls in the eye sockets, not standard procedure in the embalming process.
I thought we had a slam dunk. I opened the eyes, I said, we have this case solved. I said, get a catalog, get work orders, purchasing orders. We're nailing this guy.
But it wasn't that easy. They traced the balls to China, but hit a dead end. They also visited funeral homes, cemeteries, and morgues throughout the area, but no missing bodies. A forensic artist drew this picture and even made a clay model of the head, an exact replica. They sent the images to police across the country, but no hits. Investigators had one more card to play. They were counting on DNA to help identify her.
We had teeth, bone, we had hair, everything was sent to multiple labs to try to identify who this person might have been. But the embalming was so perfect, we can't get any DNA from any part of the head.
Without DNA, investigators had little else to go on. Over the years, they've received calls about people of remarkable resemblance. One specifically in Ohio caught their attention.
We look at the photographs or we look at these images and we're like, oh, this is her. And then ultimately through dental records or other means, we've been able to say that that's not our girl.
Isotope testing of the hair determined she likely lived somewhere in the region from western Maryland to western New York.
A classic steel era person, so we have to presume she was born between the 20s and 40s.
Toxicology tests found traces of drugs used to treat heart problems. They do not suspect foul play in her death. One of the theories was the head linked to a body broker.
The ease to be able to get a body part is amazing, and the cost is even amazing. It's probably low compared to a lot of things that we're paying for today. Why you would be paying for something like that is, beyond me.
Exactly 1 year after the discovery, and still with little to go on, those who worked the case decided to give this part of her a proper burial.
Everybody really emotionally attached themselves to this case, and we wanted to make sure that she was respected. So we had a formal funeral, and she has a grave marker.
And today, 8 years later, investigators still follow up on tips, and they preserved much of the evidence, holding out hope that one day, possibly with advances in DNA testing, they'll be able to solve the mystery.
It is important to me. I think that she needs to be with her body, and her family needs to know that she's, together. Because they, as you said, they could be out there not having any idea that this has happened.
In Economy Boro, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.